What's up, everyone? I decided to make a real quick follow-up video to my most recent upload. For a little backstory, my YouTube channel has been kind of struggling to get views even on content that typically would get good views on my channel. And this has been happening for the last month and a half, almost 2 months straight. So I think it has to do a bit with the 3-month break I took, and then YouTube's verification system, which I'm not even fucking with right now. And seeing this slump, I kind of just wanted to figure out, like, how do I get back in the algorithm? Because a lot of my OG stuff still gets videos, but at times I was getting hundreds, even thousands of views in a day based off of some of my stuff. So, I just wanted to re-upload, stay relevant, all that good stuff that you do on YouTube, right? Coffee is so freaking good. So it's a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I will go ahead and link it in the comments. I still can't link in my description because YouTube fucking hates me. But I decided to go ahead and just leave a comment on this video just to kind of see if that does anything. And sure enough, another comment pops up. And then another. And with these comments come views. Not tens or 20 views, hundreds of views, which is fantastic. My god, wait till you see these analytics. Like, I was curious myself, so I pull up the analytics, and this is awesome. This is so cool to see. I gotta say, guys, this went better than I could have hoped. I figured this video would bring in a little controversy and bring in a bunch of absolute crackpots, and guys, it could not have went any better than it actually did. We got so many. So I'm going to shrink down and let's take a look at some of this stuff because, guys, I can't believe my eyes on this. Like, prove my point harder. Check this out. So the dashboard's up, and then already you can see these comments, dude. Like, a lot of these comments I'm not even going to respond to. That's not even why I'm making this video. So as you can see, the dislike ratio has begun to come back up. The funny thing about this one is just how it's evolved compared to all of my other types of content. As you can see, I wasn't getting jack shit for views for months, right? Then I make a controversial thing, because everybody loves that. Jimmy fucking Beast right now, like, who's not making a Mr. Beast video? You know what I mean? But look at this shit. I make this video, and you can tell that the commenters didn't even read the description because I say it right here that this kind of thinking is more common than people think. And then it splays out all over the comment section. It's beautiful. Pulling up the analytics, look at this shit. Until people started, controversially commenting on it, saying really fucked up shit, this video had no traction. And the interesting thing is, as you can see, it's going and going and going. We are up, hundreds of views. This is a 30, I think it was like 32 or 33 views yesterday when I commented a link to another YouTube video, right? And then the other comments started rolling in and rolling in and rolling in. And this is where I realized, holy shit, guys, the video worked. It actually fucking worked. Average view duration, 123. Average percentage viewed, 22%. Take a look. This is right around when the logic starts to kick. In fact, it's right around when I start to poke holes into people's logic and into, this whole giant elephant in the room of, what the video topic is about. That's when people click off. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, nobody wants to actually be told that they're wrong. They all want to be part of this big circle jerk just so that they fit in a little better. I watched a video last night and it honestly explains it a little better than I can.
So what's happened is that people have gone from being focused on caring about facts to being focused around caring about what the opinions of everybody else around them are, because they're worried about being ostracized. And that's why you see people that try to give critical analysis oftentimes stop doing it. I don't know what if you guys have heard of the term audience capture before, but audience capture is when you create an audience of people that you then become afraid to challenge because those people are now what determines your content. So what happens for a lot of people is that they step outside their box once or twice, and then they get absolutely fucking shit on for it. And then after that, they stay inside their box and they never leave it, and they never question, and they never challenge their audience again. And I think this is true. It's true with high visibility with content creators, but it's also true with lower visibility for individuals.
And it's really sad because I know a lot of content creators who I would have collabed with in the past, people that, like, not just internet wise, but I know them in person, that I will never fucking work with because they have this mindset of going with whatever people do. And, you know, I'm not like that. I'm just a different kind of creator. I want to create what I want to create. Fuck you and anybody who feels different about it. The reason this video was made, the point of it all, was to showcase what people actually did. And on top of that, I am now in the algorithm. Let's refresh the analytics. And there you go. It is still going, guys. I'm flabbergasted by it. Like, this worked way better than I thought it could have. I got a subscriber off it. This is called filtering. I'm trying to find the people that will enjoy the kind of content I'm putting out while pushing out the negativity that, as if I were a larger streamer, this would be an issue. It'd be all over Twitter. It'd be all over Reddit. You know, I'm a nobody. And that's exactly the point. We are fucking nobodies. We want our art seen, and it can't be seen. These comments, as shitty as most of them have been, there are good comments, mind you. There are a couple good comments on the video. People actually do see through the bullshit, but a lot of them don't, and I think that's actually brilliant. I love that. I recently filtered somebody on Twitch for the same thing. I was playing Zenless Zone Zero, and they came in, oh, this game's just for, you know, pedos and fucking furries, man. Dude, go home. Go find something else to do than complain about what people are enjoying on the internet. That's part of the point of the video. Like, a lot of the people who have commented on this video, their comments aren't even worth my reply. I am just not paying fucking attention. But they do help create all of this. So I kind of owe them a little bit of thanks, you know? Like, it's weird. I see their comments. They're just not worth the replies. This shit is just moving up. And eventually it will stop. It will stop. It will plateau and get a view every, you know, other month, like a lot of my content does. My stuff is very abstract. That's probably a bad word for it. I'm not in my headspace. Give me a moment. That's more like my channel, isn't it? I make many different kinds of content, and I'm not done experimenting like this, just throwing them out and seeing what sticks. I've done human experimentation and algorithm experimentation on my channel with certain video types. One of them's still up, and I don't know how much longer it'll be up. I plan to put the completed version into the next crack compilation. Like, it's gonna happen. Work is work. But, I mean, what it's coming down to, man, is just like, what the fuck is wrong with people, dude? I love it. One of the things I've wanted to experiment with was making Penguin Zero style me talk to camera and quick upload, you know, content. And guys, I'm liking doing this right now. I'm very much enjoying it. It's been a bit of a wild ride so far. When I went to sleep last night, these numbers were still stupidly low in comparison. And I was like, dude, if this gets 100 more views, I would be so happy, you know, by morning. If it gets one or two more shitty comments, I'll be happy. And guess what, guys? I woke up, bad comments, fucking views to the moon. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for being shitty people. And thank you to all the people who actually do agree with the video. You don't even have to agree with my opinions. You really fucking don't. But seeing the comments in that positive light, just even the rare ones that are there, and seeing the likes, you know, likes are still there. It feels really good as a creator, you know, and isn't that what we're all trying to do at the end of the day, is just create things for other people? Like, that's what anime did. That's what Think of the creators for things like Gochiusa or Mitsuro Moe, which everybody fucking loves. The Dangers in My Heart right now, so fucking good, but nobody wants to talk about Mitsuro Moe. Like, it baffles me how many people are not anime fans, somebody told me that we need to gatekeep anime, and I thought on that because there are some times when I see somebody in public doing something dumb, or these absolute dingle fucks in the comments, running their mouths about how I'm a criminal. Like, that's the kind of thing that makes me think, yeah, maybe we should have, closed those gates, kept them a little tighter. But here's the other thing: the Berlin Wall got torn down, right? I think it's less about keeping individuals out and more of educating individuals coming in. The problem there is that these people, especially this newer born on the internet generation, I'm older than Google, guys. I actually, went to school back when we were talking about things that mattered and not just the brainwashing. Granted, it was brainwashing back then, but just not to this extent. Uh, like, that's that. It's all the same shit, really, right? This new generation that was raised on the internet, just they're so comfortable with telling people, you know, this, and that. Like that one comment, the one that says you're a PDF file. You can't even say the fucking word, or you can't type the word. Are you that desensitized? It's a fucked up word for fucked up people, and why don't you get it through your head? You see what I mean? Like it's just an interesting perspective. Uh I feel like I have perspectives that other people don't have, and slowly but surely, right? We're finding the real ones. We're finding the people who have that perspective. So if that's you, or you like any of the content, like I make anime parody content, guys. I make some really fucked up stuff. Like the words and views and just clips and stuff that I use in these parody videos, that's enough to get me canceled nowadays, let alone this dumb shit. The fact of the matter is, like, people comment before they even watch. I've said it in so many of my videos. They judge before they see the actual concept, before they understand what they're actually seeing. This whole thing of like anime is a sexual thing, that is so stuck in people's minds. For example, when they see characters that are of the lolly art style, that is a character that appears to be shorter or appears to be youthful. Sometimes they are youthful, sometimes they are child characters. It's that younger aspect that art style encompasses here. People see those characters and then they immediately assume, like, because it's anime, it must be sexual in some way or other. So lolly character exists, humans want to make them real and fuck them. I really don't know where people's minds go with this, but it's a sad fucking sight, right? These analytics, like, it's just shows you, man, the controversy works. Like, I love doing this kind of stuff. I'm gonna make more Moist Critical style content like this. But anyway, the proof's in the pudding, man. Like, the numbers don't lie. We're actually getting some reach now. And a lot of it comes from these shitty comments. I feel like sometimes an anime studio will put a, like, semi-lewd scene in with a younger character just to piss people off and spark debate like this. You know what I mean? Japanese culture is very different from ours in the terms of comedy and stuff. I've said it. Mitsuro Moe, for example, is really dirty, sort of adult-esque humor, very South Park-like, but at the same time, it's childish humor. This is the kind of humor that actually does go around in grade schools. And the West tends to take, you know, fan service and stuff like that a little too seriously. And I think that anime publishers respond to that by making scenes that constantly make them uncomfortable for that reason. Whereas someone who's, not attracted to anime would see these scenes as hilarious, like, that's funny, that would never happen in real life, haha. Um, People see it, and because they are attracted to anime in some way, shape, or form, whether they won't say it, whether they're into, cosplay porn, whatever the fuck it is, dude. I judge nobody as long as they're not, like, actually fucking criminals. Like, if you're not harming real people, real kids, whatever, what's the issue? But, like, what it comes down to, I said it in the video that nobody got to that part of the video because they quit early in. People project a lot like that, you know? Like, just because you might like hentai doesn't mean that other people are not liking hentai. Just because lolly character exists does not mean that people want to do shit to them. I mean, there are people who are like that or are into that, and here's the thing. Is it hurting anyone? Will it hurt anyone? The way I see it, no. You know what I mean? I think that people are trying to normalize, you know, lolicon just because it exists and there are people who are like that. People are trying to normalize it by bringing attention to it. You know, they're pointing at shows that don't even have anime fan service at all or, anything going on with these characters, but there's a lolly that exists and that makes them uncomfortable. In this video, I talked about a guy who got up on stage and said that school life anime have to go because we shouldn't be schoolgirl outfits are sexual and blah, 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 blah. This guy literally gave his beer to his friend when he hijacked that panel. He did a hold my literal beer. And I still remember, it was a Deep Ellum Blonde. I know those cans. I fucking live in Dallas, homie. Like, he then got up stage and made a fucking douche of himself. I walked right out of that panel. It was disgusting to see that people, still have this mindset. And it's becoming more common, just more and more common. And I'm getting to the end of this. I know at this point you're wondering, why the fuck do you even care about, people bitching about this subject or, lolicon in general? Are you defending this or that? Blah, blah, blah. Just shut the fuck up and listen. I need my cheat sheet. This is where I wrote something really fucking good. Hey, look, more traction on that same thing. Hey, look, a new subscriber. Dude, live. I'm live getting new subs off this shit, son. Well, yep. They finally boom, baby. Much like me. That's how the game works. That's how you play YouTube. You play the fools who then play into you. But guys, back to my original point. Why do I fucking care? All right, here it is. And I'm going to paraphrase, obviously. This is the only bit of this video that is scripted. I just sat down and tried to say things which might, it might seem a little ADHD a little bit, especially when I'm editing it. But I'm going to make it work out pretty well for you guys. But like I said, I think I do this for the art. I think I do it for the creators whose work will never be seen because of this kind of negative stigma. The negative stigma is lolly exists, anime must be for perverts. Whereas, that isn't the actual negative stigma. There's not a, lolly or perv problem. There's a people problem. I've said it before, and it's just got me yelled at on the internet, which is fine. None of those people have the balls to say it to my face, so that's just all there is to it, right? I think about the voices that go unheard. The songs that will never be enjoyed, the jokes that will never be repeated. At the end of the video in question here, I actually have an image from Tenshi no 3P. It's an anime that has a lot of, fan service moments for some of the characters, but when you look outside the box, you can actually see that it's done in a very joking way. None of it is actually meant to be taken seriously, and I really feel that anime publishers, like I said, are putting that stuff in there to fuck with you, just to generate that outrage. Maybe they're trying to gatekeep in that way, like, look at this, get the fuck away. But people are so busy, sharing on TikTok and everything, look how bad this anime is, blah, 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 don't watch it. Guys, I was tilted out of watching Gochi Yusa when I was younger. I was tilted out of watching Tenshi no 3P. I was tilted out of watching shows like Kodocha, just because of the things the dumbasses in the community would say. And as you grow older, you learn to think for yourself. Again, we do it for the art, the artists. Every YouTuber who is in the same situation as mine, where one day they get a video in the algorithm and things are looking up, you're at hundreds of subscribers, you think things are good, and then you flatline and fucking plateau for 2 months because what? I didn't stop uploading videos. I on the contrary, I uploaded like 4 or 5 fucking videos in that span and got nothing, So it's about the creative works that will never be heard. It's not about what the situation is or whose side you're on or what political bullshit, somebody's mumbling about in this day or age. It's about the fucking art. You're never gonna see some of the best anime you will ever see, mark my fucking words, because you're not looking at the anime for what it is. You're looking at the art style and the characters and saying, this is for fucking pedos. I don't want none of this. And people have been doing that since literally as long as anime's been around. I got into anime around the third fucking grade. And, you know, I was sort of naive, but as I grew into my teenage years and the internet became a thing, holy shit. I faced anime persecution my whole life. I don't think I should have to do that in 2024 just because you guys picked up a new fucking hobby, or, you know, somebody comes in that doesn't understand anime. They only know that surface level and they don't understand the culture or the way the jokes are written. It fucking baffles me. This isn't your fucking hobby, it's ours. And that's why I say, you know, initially, maybe we should have gatekept. But guys, I would rather welcome these people to anime. I would rather every convention I've done, and I do them every other month, every convention I've done in the past 3 fucking years since like COVID ended, somebody new is at their first anime convention. It's great. I want to welcome more people into this world. I want to show you guys awesome anime. But when you make blanket statements like that after watching a video for 30 fucking seconds, you don't belong here. That's... I don't know if I'm being a little too harsh. Again, I really think that all it takes is a little education and a little, you know, right moves, proper mindsets, you know, use your fucking brain. I keep getting mad, man. I need to not get mad. This whole thing, I thought, you know, when you see these types of negative comments, you think that it's going to piss you off. But guys, it's done nothing but excite me. People didn't pay attention to the actual content in the video, and that's okay. They didn't listen to, you know, the words, and again, that's it. It just proves the point right there. The point is proven. Just like I said in the opening here, lots of people have that same mindset. This lady's not alone. I see anime fans assaulting the media constantly, both online and offline. True. And fans is a very loose term that I've used. So, you know, if you like what you see, stick around. I'm going to make a lot more content like this. I'm going to be doing a lot more one-on-ones because it means I get to put the video out faster. If you just want to leave hateful, shitty comments, you can still do that. Do me a favor, one-up that shit. Put me on your Twitter, put me on Reddit. Find a bunch of cancel fuckers to come at me, because the more you do this, the better it's going to be for the channel. Thank you guys. Watch more anime. I'll see you next time.